up, guys? Alright, it's the new year. It's time to do new things. See, I don't care how reticent I am. I don't care how much I have to study these things. I gotta put my piece out to the world. Just for fair measure. Or else I'd be selfish, right? And, God knows that I've been very selfish of my time. It's not only time, as many say, is valuable. Time is money, but time is also critical thinking. Time also is the gift of not giving a shit about time. And that lends you to a whole opening of different gifts that otherwise would have blocked your path. So, if I never would have realized that, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be in an office, competing it out, going on dates every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, waking up at 5, coming home at 6, 7, 8, 14-hour days, in Queens. Like, shit's far. And New York just is not what it used to be. God, I sound old. It's always supposed to be better in the good old days, right? Anyway, today I'm gonna do a quick reading for y'all. And I've done these for myself. I've really held back on putting any of that up because, well, it's just about the most complex thing I've ever fucking had to get a grasp of. It's so complex that most people just chalk it up to chance or to it being fuzzy logic. So here is my favorite deck, Kabbalistic Tarot. I love it because it uses form to unite a comprehensive deck. Still, it's been difficult. So, to grasp. So what's coming in our future? What's coming in 2025? I'm somebody who's slow, and I'm highly practical. I must see the full picture before I even take the next move. If I'm lacking in energy, which happens often, I have to be resourceful. I can't just leave myself out to dry. So tarot is especially hard to grasp, mostly because I pride myself on seeing all sides. When I do a reading, I'm constantly flicking back and forth between this is what it's trying to say, but could it be this way? It could very well be that way because it just could be a trick of my mind. It could be the lens that I'm seeing through consciously. You know? Spread the mirror, the medicine, the message. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Pentacles, reversed. New beginnings. 2024 is a year when I felt time has slowed down for a significant population. Maybe it's mostly my generation. Time slowed, money slowed as well. Seeing what's happening out in the economy right now. And you say it's a reset. It's a closing of the number 8. It's karma. It's receiving the much needed karma that we incurred on our dharmic path. We're wrapping it all up once again into a knot so then we can start again, clean, fresh. I see here, Queen of Swords. We all feeling lack of something, right? We feel this stagnancy. We feel the need to move on, whether it's a voice in our head or it's the voice we're projecting into the people around us. We're all, in a way, watching each other. It's like, it says clearly right here. The middle card, Scorpio. You might see this as a severe card, but on this deck, it's a sense of relief to know that, in a way, the lives that we are living right now, we are already dead. I'm being completely serious. We say the land of the dead is the land of forms, is where the shamans take you through to show you the land of the forms. Is up there somewhere in the astral realm that you get sight of the greater form of things, the greater cycles and patterns that we've been living individually, collectively. It is both knowing too much. There's so much wisdom in there. I want you to take the word death lightly because, well, maybe in a shifted sense, it's something that's counter to life. It's something that we go through multiple times in life. I've never said that I've been through a near-death experience, knock on wood. But I have experienced a time in my life where I have distanced myself from who I am on the outside. So in many ways, distanced myself from people because they become mirrors of your sense of self. If we fully rely on them the entire time, then slowly that sense of self becomes a thinning shell. We have to constantly transcend inwardly and outwardly to fulfill that membrane, to make sure it's propagating, to make sure that your energy source isn't fully operating off of ego, because that's when that hurts the most. That's when the fall feels like it could break someone. When you're already dead, when you've already detached from your sense of identity, when you wake up, your day doesn't depend on anybody else. And there's a certain freedom. I'm not saying to shut yourself out and everybody should just isolate and annihilate the concept of having your community or tribe being a major support in your life. I'm not. To be a part of one will be my life's greatest work, as I've learned from my jinkies. I'm just sharing with you the perspective of what it's like to be outside. There are gains and pains, everything. And the one gain you have to this is a sense of freedom and invincibility. Nobody can hurt you if you are already dead. And nobody can destroy your reputation if you never really had one. It's not much to fall if you're already at the bottom of the valley. Knowing how way leads on to way, you're safe from the future. Every single step you take from here on out will only improve your situation. The third card is Two of Swords, one of truth and communication. This is knowing the two sides. This is living it and dying it. And to know that you are at a crossroads. That's why the common imagery for that card is the swords. She's blindfolded, because either way, it's no longer up to her to make a worthy of judgment. You're weighing the paths in the future. That's what it's like. You finally have come to peace with the shit that's happened. All of the scorn energy, the ones dragging you down where you feel pulled to or by. You've made your peace. That only comes when you've seen a hidden side of the future where you didn't suffer these same consequences in your past. And it bears just as much burden, worry, not knowing what you could have known. And so, you've taken what you can, lessons from your past, and you're looking towards the future. You can't quite see it. Not really sure what to do here. Self-prevention. It's like you've just been born again, but you're still a baby and you must take heed. You're just dipping your toe into things. But now you're much more oriented and clear in your head about how to think about the future and what to do. Oh shit. Sorry, idea. Because you've been patient. You had back when everyone else decided to act. You stood by what you knew to be true and pondered on what you didn't until further information illuminated itself. And swords is a really fast-moving energy. It's the fastest of the four. It's almost like, or we try to hurry, the faster we stumble upon ourselves. We stumble across the very lines that we drew in the sand. The more we take on the perspective of death, once again, to remind us, stay steady, stay grounded. Too much thinking is not always most balanced for the heart. I haven't done tarot in a long time for others because no matter how hard I try, I keep mirroring it within myself and thinking about how it's applying to me because I'm just a reflection of everyone else. And I think maybe that's the point of tarot, that it is ambiguous like that. And we're just seeing everything as illuminated mirrors, casting off light from one plane onto the other until they all asynchronously come to a single point, which is source. Okay, this reading is trying to tell me I gotta go do some yoga and get my ass grounded. Okay, peace.